see, the whole concept of, coming up with an opinion, we always say that, we as humans, the first time, let's say I met Advay or I met Jaitra or I'm, so many years ago met Rahib, the thing is I opinion immediately. It's an evolutionary response. When we were evolving, let's say, Homo erectus or whatever in the African savannah so many millions of years ago, we needed to come up with, this threat response.
You tend to judge a person within the first 7 seconds. That's the psychological thing.
So the whole thing is basically, so it developed at that time. So when we saw, let's say, a tiger prowling around in the grass, we just had maybe those 10 seconds, 15 seconds to figure out, is it the kitty I can pet or is it the kitty that will have me for lunch?
Yeah.
I just had those 10, maybe 15 seconds to figure that out.
Yeah.
That has come into us as humans for so many years. However, we are not hunter-gatherers anymore. We are not sitting and trying to run away from a saber-toothed cat. Hell, we can capture the leopard and put it into a cage. That is very frankly what the situation is. In today's information world, in today's world where there are literally so many opinions, so many conflicting facts, we need to forget this 2 million year old response that we had, very frank, of immediately forming opinions. Give a person time, give someone time. The simplest thing is, if you're fat, you are an idiot, you are a nerd, you are stupid, get lost. You're not even given a second thought.
True, very true.
Right? So, I mean, what? I may be the best person possible on earth, but yet, no, I don't want you in my group.
That also comes to, racism also. That's somewhere we as Indians, we consider ourselves, victims of racism from the British, but we ourselves are a very racist society.
Yeah, I mean,
you find someone like kalu kalu.
I spent a month in London last year, and that's the country that ruled us, right? That's the country that brought the concept of racism in our country. And I didn't face anything there. Okay, the people there are really sweet, but throughout my school life, just for having a dark complexion, the things have been called by Indians itself. So it's not, so British did their work. They're living their own life. We are those idiots who are just continuing the flow of what they left back without even thinking of what it's doing to our brain. So
the simplest thing, people from the northeast are called chinkies.
Yeah. I was just
so the whole thing on that, okay, but then what's the problem with the Chinese guy also? So the whole problem that happens is that we form an opinion. So we form an opinion. The opinion can be influenced by, let's say, our society, can be influenced by, let's say, our, family's opinions, our friends' opinions. But once we form that opinion, that's when things get black and white. Either you fit the good part of the opinion or you fit the bad part.
Absolutely.
If you fit that, that bubble of, acceptance, you're accepted by the person.
Yeah.
Little outside it also, literally an air molecule outside that bubble, you don't fit anything that I consider normal. You are thrown out.
That's also there. That once you're in that bubble, what happens is, if you go back to the again the evolution of people, we were into tiny little clans, and you depend on your clan members for your survival at that time, because our threats were different. Our threats were not like right now. We have the luxury of sleeping every night and not worrying about being mauled to death by a tiger or something like that. But at that time, you had to rely on your clanmates to stay awake at night and patrol the area. And the thing was, your biggest fear at that time would be being thrown out of your clan, because then your survival would be something that would be really difficult, and your chances of survival would be really small. And now that has somewhat crept into us as a society even today, where once you're part of a political ideology, once you're part of a certain side, once you're part of any group, your biggest fear is being thrown out of that group. And it can even be, you do not have to be a political group, you can be a friends group. That's where peer pressure comes in, where you're so afraid that my friends don't like me, and I want, what if they don't like me? What if they throw me out of their group? What's going to happen? But we need to now, start moving beyond that and, start thinking beyond that.
I think this stems from not having an open mind. So even in a group, if people do have different opinions, it's not the right thing that group sticks to their one opinion, or one person of that group who is whatever the so-called leader has one certain opinion on a thing, and then his opinion is the opinion of the group, and that's that. That shouldn't be the case. Like this stems from people not being open-minded enough, and I think in today's day and age we aren't, honestly. Like we aren't that open-minded, and it's back to this only. I mean, the black, white, or gray. When you're not open-minded means you don't accept other people's difference in opinion, or you don't accept the fact that other people even think differently. Like you have to understand that they've been brought up completely differently than you. Their household is different, their friends are different, their life is different. I mean, everything is different. So you can't judge, or you can't be quick to be like, nahi, ye galat hai.
And
People
particularly
listen,
for the
people hear it
situation
out.
that you are in and they are in, you can be
Yeah.
in completely different zones in what you're doing
Exactly.
in
It
lives.
can be any. It can
Exactly.
literally be so different, and then you can't. And it comes back to this only. Then actually, that the moral compass thing, like what is right for someone might be wrong for someone else. But then uske situation mein, to it was right for him, but it's
Yeah.
wrong for you because you lead a different life. I'll give you an example actually, which I heard recently. So you remember the Ananya Pandey Siddhant
Yeah.
Chaturvedi controversy happened. So like, see what happened. It became a whole huge deal. But honestly, like I think it's wrong to. It's not entirely wrong, because obviously, like Bollywood stars who have kids, like they're star kids, they are privileged compared to someone who's not in the industry from before. They obviously do have a privilege over them, and they obviously do have an upper hand over them. But it's not like they chose that. They were born, and they got lucky that they were born into that family. Now
I mean,
their
make to
hard work starts.
feel it's their fault that they were born in that.
Exactly. So you can't
Yeah.
blame someone ki, "Arey, tum to."
But
See, I am pretty sure they don't take it for granted. But
Yeah.
basically, yeah, sorry, but just one
yeah,
sec.
yeah.
But basically, I mean, it's wrong to then pinpoint on someone that it's their privilege, but for them, it's not privilege. For them, it's the way they've been brought up from the beginning. But for someone who's below, like, or leading a life not at that level, or they're middle class and are struggling and aren't directly in the industry, it's not like their starting point is only different. So you can't be quick to judge and be like, "Arey, these people are the privileged and this and that." And
So the simplest thing. So the simplest point I'm going to bring up is that see, being the let's like taking your example, being the kid of a star. Imagine the pressure that is on you, right? Let's say you say, you know what, I'm going to get into acting. You're compared with your father or your mother, whoever is in the acting business, and it's basically like, I mean, I'm going to say this. It's pretty much like what happened with Abhishek Bachchan.
Yeah.
Every movie, every acting performance of his was compared to his father.
Yeah.
He acts different. He's a different person. He's literally a different person. But then yet he's compared to his father. Everything was compared to. And today, very frankly, yes, he may not have been like, the star-studded jewel of acting. I'm not saying that. But like, maybe, what, he may have become a successful actor if, someone had said, what, do what you want. You are you, act the way you want.
Yeah.
Just because it's his father acted a way, some way when he was small and Abhishek Bachchan didn't fit that bill, he was criticized, he was forgotten. The simple problem is that, as again coming back to the whole black white gray thing, is that we do not allow our opinions to shift. We don't. Once we have formed an opinion, it will take us moving heaven, earth, hell, all the 7 layers, if you will, of biblical times and everything. Just moving all of that just for us to change one adjective in our opinion. Not even the whole opinion, just changing one adjective.
That
Well,
actually brings us to one
yeah.
side. This actually brings me to one very interesting thing. Are we afraid to change opinions? Are we afraid that you're viewed as a really dumb person if you change opinions? Is that why we don't change it?
Yeah.
Because if you notice that it's very easy for you to actually change the opinion of a younger person as compared to an older person.
Yeah.
If you notice, like your uncles and grandparents, they are really rigid in the way they look at the world, and it's very difficult for you to actually convince them otherwise. For us, at least, because I agree that they have certain amount of wisdom, they have certain amount of experiences which has led to them coming to their stance, and then they trust their own intuition and their own experiences more than
Rahil.
facts sometimes.
Yeah.
Coming to us as students, or someone who's younger, your relative experience is lesser, so it's easier to form opinions, which is why they say the mind of a child is very malleable. It's very impressionable, which is why your earliest layers of schooling are very important. What you teach a child what you teach someone as a child builds them as an adult. If you teach someone bad things as a child, they transform into a generally negative person. Yeah, man.
See. I'll just bring out, let's say, a bit of a comparison here.
Hmm.
Is clay more changeable than a brick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, unless it depends. If you break it, if you smash it, if you.
Yeah, but can you a brick a
Looking
clay?
at it,
Let's say if it's in a
You
shape of
can,
a brick, I can maybe squeeze it, thoda pani laga ke, I can change it into a shape of a ball. To change the brick into a ball, I have to put it through the fire again. I have to first break it down. I have to put it through the fire again. Maybe melt it down. Maybe put it back into a ball. And that also it won't be a sturdy ball like, let's say, the one of the clay. The problem is, like what Rahil said, why is it that we can change the opinion of someone younger and why not someone older, is because the older guy has gone through the fire of life. He has gone through that clean, right? Experiences, maybe having, maybe they have seen something that has shaped their opinion, so on, and that's why they form a brick.
Yeah.
The thing is that the clay, that even at our age we still are clay. As we grow older, let's say the 40s, 50s, 60s, is usually when we start becoming the brick. Trying to break down a brick is so much more tougher than trying to change the shape of clay. Because the
So
simplest thing is that today, when we have an opinion, right? Today, when someone tells us something, right? Let's say all four of us are told something. You know what? This is the fact. We will read the fact. We will understand it. We will put it through. We will, read through the fact. We'll understand the points. We'll weigh the points. We'll do this, and we will change our opinion. But let's say someone who has already had, let's say, a negative, for example, the whole thing about, like, for example, the person, the George thing that has happened in the US, George Floyd thing that has happened in the US. Someone who has seen that firsthand will say, what? White cops are bad. They've gone through that fire. They formed the brick. Now try changing their opinion on that. It's not going to work. Or someone, or let's say the cop has seen a black man terrorize someone. Not all black men do the same. It's like humans. Today, one of us can go and do something bad. It's just that one experience was all that needed for the clay to harden into a brick.
So, guys, coming on to how great this discussion has been, I want all of you all to give your final thoughts on what you all feel about black, white, or grey. What do you all stand for? What do you all not stand for? And what should our viewers, especially, have in their mind when
I
they
think
look at
this,
so I'll start, or Amir, you want to start? Yeah.
Start.
So we covered a lot of topics, and we've actually discussed about why you should look at the other person's opinion in terms of black and white. Is when the other person has another idea. The gray part of being gray is just sitting and maybe listening sometimes to what the other guy has to say. Maybe he has a point. Maybe he has something that actually might be of value. And just because you've got your own opinion, you've got your own ideology, doesn't prevent you from listening to the other side. It's not bad, and we need to understand that it's not a bad thing to listen to the other person, no matter whether or not you like his ideology, whether or not you like him. Listening to another person's point of view is somewhere where you can actually start reaching a middle ground. So that's actually what I'd like to say. You want to go ahead?
So basically, my whole thought about this is that black, white, and gray is nothing but a Venn diagram, right? One circle of white, one circle of black, this gray in between. It doesn't mean you need not be black or white. I'm black or white. I'm wearing black and I'm wearing white shorts. I'm black and white at the same time. But basically what I'm trying to say is that be black or white. Don't stop yourself from becoming that. But when the situation demands it, especially when you need to hear someone out, when you need to know, see, we are humans, our brains only hold that much information. Sometimes hearing someone else out may give us a better way, or better binoculars to look at the thing, look at our target. And that's pretty much what being gray is. Like how Rahil said, it's nothing but sitting down, asking someone, saying, acha, theek hai. Putting your, basically being gray is putting your opinions aside.
Putting your ego aside,
Your-
actually, rather than your
yeah, putting your ego rather aside,
Yeah.
hearing it, taking those points, putting it into the black and white. That is pretty much what being gray is. So, see, being black, see, no one can take away your opinions from you. Okay, your opinions are what define you as a person. But the whole concept that this middle path thing was that don't be so extreme that you pretty much put blinders on yourself like the horse and only see the straight line ahead. The world is around you, take it all in. Don't let the black and white become the blinkers that stop you from enjoying and taking in the world around you.
So I think my final thoughts and my final takeaway after listening to Amir's amazing examples, Rahil's insights, and Jaitra, of course, I mean, giving us all the questions. But I mean, genuinely though, after listening to everyone, I have some takeaways.
I'm honestly hurt the way this description went, and you like, Amaya, great examples, Rahil, great insights, Jaitra, great questions.
Jaitra, I was like, my thoughts and my takeaways were very few, but very simple and very, I think, still important that before being open-minded, you should have your own opinion, and before forming your own opinion, you should know everything, or at least try to know everything about whatever you're forming your opinion on, and then just being open-minded to listening to other people's views on the same. Because if we're trying to achieve a certain larger goal in society with anything, because this black, white, or gray is not confined to just the four of us, it's not confined, it's in fact the whole world. So so like being open-minded, being researching properly, understanding before forming your opinion, and being open-minded to other people's opinions is, I think, what I took away from this. And that's it. My thoughts other than this are in complete agreement with Ameya and Rahil, and I think
And Jaitra had great questions.
Cannot forget. But yeah, dude, I agree with the rest of us, and I think dude, this discussion was very fruitful for me. Understanding what everyone
just my last thoughts is, be human, don't be an animal. An animal is basically kill or don't be killed, or kill or don't kill, or die, or become food or don't become food. Don't live in extremes. You're a human. You have a mind. Think.
Yeah.
It's also okay to maybe not have an opinion, and because this comes to the very beginning of our discussion, which was when we form opinions very early. So it's okay to not have an opinion at one point, but then don't stop listening to information. Don't shut yourself from information. You might not have an opinion, you might not have thought about it, but at least taken the information, and one day maybe think about it, you'll get an opinion, you'll get an idea, you'll get certain things. So
absolutely, I think there shouldn't be a rush to form an opinion. You should be like, it should not be a pressure key. Oh shit, this has happened, I need to have an opinion on this. It shouldn't be like that. You should have the time, think on your own and form your own opinion whenever you are ready to form that opinion. It doesn't have to be कि ये हुआ तो कल मुझे opinion देना है.
If you want to choose a side, first spend some time in the gray before you choose which side you go to.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. So overall, what we've come to conclude here is that the gray area is a training ground where you learn. It's schooling, where you allow yourself to learn the facts, learn the aspects of everything that we're looking at. And the black and white area is war ground, where you apply it. But anyways, thanks a lot, guys, for
yeah.
Anyways, thanks a lot, guys, for watching this entire video. If you're still here and if you liked what we do, go hit the like button, go subscribe, and follow Make Sense, because I guess we made our best effort to make sense as far as we could, and hope you like what we do. So thank you, bye bye, and have fun.